Hi, my name is Mike Lawrence. This video is one of a set which is intended to provide a different interpretation of the experimental results that constitute the foundation of current physics. It is clear that the present explanation for what we see in the universe is good in many ways, but it is missing an overall coherence. My view is that we need to look at physics with new eyes and consider an interpretation that explains most things well, even if it does question just about everything. I do not disagree with any experimental results, only the interpretation of those results. And I do not say that the hypothesis that I'll be talking about in these videos is the theory of everything, and that everything I suggest is correct, but it is a start. Each video in the set will cover an aspect of physics. The whole set needs to be understood together in combination, because many aspects rely on each other, and any one taken on its own may not be convincing to those relying on the current interpretations, some of whom may actually be offended by the hypothesis. There will be links in the videos to other videos in the set that cover closely related or overlapping aspects. Within the boxes in the videos are representations of the motions of the particles and their composites, which I will be explaining more fully. I'm happy to answer questions where I can, perhaps providing links to where a deeper mathematical analysis shows why I say what I do, since equations and graphs do not make good videos, and will post replies where appropriate on Twitter. I hope you enjoy the videos and they enable you to better appreciate the absolute symmetry and simplicity of nature. But please remember, I'm not an experienced presenter, and although I state everything as if it were correct, this is only a hypothesis. This is video number 12. What is dimensionality and how does it explain the laws of physics? Dimensionality is a method of relating properties together using powers of an underlying property. A trivial example would be considering how some properties have units that can be considered as being composites of powers of mass m, length l, and time t. Dimensionality goes deeper. Using an undefined property y, it considers mass as y to the power of 1, length as power of y to the minus 3, and time as y to the minus 5. The analysis can be continued across all properties. Some are charge as y to the minus 1, velocity as y squared, energy as y to the 5, power as y to the 10, force as y to the 8, current as y to the 4, acceleration as y to the 7, resistance as y to the 2, and voltage as y to the 6. The double adjusted SI system is based on this dimensionality analysis because all adjusted Planck property values in double adjusted SI are just powers of the underlying property. It is also the basis of all the laws of physics because every equation where the sum of the powers of y on each side is equal is a law of nature. An example would be energy as mass times c squared being y to the 5 is equal to y to the 1 times y to the 2 squared, or voltage equals current times resistance. Y to the 6 is y to the 4 times y to the 2. The double adjusted SI system also differentiates between magnetic inductance B and magnetic field H, in that both are y to the 7, but the latter has the additional factor of the square root of the gravitational constant G in. Along with magnetic field property values, both permeability and permittivity require the square root of G, both multiplied by that factor. One interesting relationship, as a new law of nature, is the product of volume, y to the minus 9, and shear viscosity, y to the 9. The product of the two is a constant, and underlies how muons are affected when travelling through the background of merged pairs, which leads to the loss of energy in a photon being independent of the frequency of the photon, because all photons have 6 unmerged pairs, all of the same volume, and so experience the same viscosity over the same distance travelled. Related videos would be 14, why the redshift of tired light is frequency independent, and 13, what is the double adjusted SI Planck unit system. Thank you for watching.